salutations once again, good citizens. This is Laz. Welcome to the Fright Club. And today I'm going to do a little something. I thought maybe I'd delve into all the Stephen King books that I own. Stephen King's my favorite horror writer. I love at least everything that he's written. Almost everything that he's written, I have really enjoyed. I say almost because I'll get to that when I get to the book. I haven't read everything that he's written, nor have I read everything in my collection yet. So I'm going to go through this in the order that they are on my shelf. And I'll tell you what I have and have not read and what have I enjoyed of it so far. Okay, here we go. First one up is, this is a threefer. It's got Carrie, The Shining, and Salem's Lot. Now, Carrie is the first Stephen King book I ever read. And so for that, it's a sentimental favorite. The Shining is my second favorite Stephen King story of all time. I love The Shining. Hate the movie. And if you don't know that, there's a link. There'll be a link down below from my episode of Hated Horrors, The Shining. So you can see why I hate that movie. The book that I've never read, Salem's Lot, though. I'm going to get to that eventually. So there's that. Next will be my favorite collection of short stories so far, Night Shift. This is a great book, a great collection. It's got Children of the Corn. It's got Lawnmower Man. Let's see what else is in here. It's got a prequel to Salem's Lot called Jerusalem's Lot. It's got Graveyard Shift, which is another movie. The Mangler, which is another movie. Trucks, which was adapted into Maximum Overdrive by Stephen King directing with a crap ton of cocaine in his body. That's his own words. We got Sometimes They Come Back, which is another movie. Quarters Incorporated, which is a segment in the movie Cat's Eye. And just so many good things in here. My favorite one is... Okay, give me a second because I never remember the name. Give me a minute here. Starbright Spring is the one. That's my favorite one in this book. My favorite story. There's quite a few in here that I think I'm surprised I haven't been even made into short films. But there we go. I also was able to pick this up relatively cheap. Collection of his work as Richard Bachman, and it's a collection. It's the first 4 novels of Rage, The Long Walk, Road Work, and The Running Man. All of that are books I do want to read. Rage is the one I'm very interested in because it's the one that Stephen King himself banned. So since it's a lost classic and I've heard good things about it, I want to read it. And after that is the first portion of the Gunslinger saga called The Gunslinger. There it is. Love the covers on these things. These are awesome. I read this when I was in high school, so I do want to get back to that one day. And here's one I started reading. I've yet to get finished. It's Christine. Really enjoyed the book so far, but my brain, the way it works is I'll start reading one thing and I'm going to go, ooh, I want to read this now. And ooh, I want to read this. So I want to get that in there. And yet another one I haven't read since high school, Eyes of the Dragon. And again, such really good. I love the covers on his books. I do. And next will be another collection of short stories, The Skeleton Crew. And I do know there's quite a few movies made off of this one too. So here we got well, The Mist, big one. I have read The Mist, and The Mist is really good and really enjoy the short story. I've yet to see the movie though. The Raft, which is a segment on Creepshow 2. And that is it for when it comes to what has been adapted. Oh no, Word Processor of the Gods is an episode in Tales from the Dark Side, which, by the way, kids, if you haven't watched that show, you should. I know someone's like, man, it's an old show. And I say, shut up. It is an old show. It was made in the 80s, but it's a really good anthology show. And it's very much Creepshow TV show before the current Creepshow. That's on now. And next is my favorite Stephen King book. Not just my favorite Stephen King book of all time, but also my second favorite book of all time. It. Now, what's important about this version is this is the cover right here. This is the cover this is the version I first read when I was a kid. I was in middle school. I read this sucker in one night. And people are like, no, you didn't. That's not possible. I was like, yes, it is. Especially when you skip 4 chapters. This book is huge. And I know, but the story is so engrossing and everything. Like, I love all the characters in this book, which is so rare for anything for me. So, and whenever if someone dies in the book, I feel it, in here. I feel it right here. Next is going to be the second part of the Gunslinger trilogy. Not trilogy, Saga, I'm sorry. Which is Drawing of the Three. Which right now, I haven't finished Saga yet. But out of the 4 I've read, this is my favorite one so far. Next would be Tommyknockers. Now, this is the book, the first Stephen King book in a long time that I haven't been able to finish because I don't like it. I'm about 100 some odd pages in. Nothing has happened so far, and I just find it boring. I probably will finish it one day, but this is a book I'm not a giant fan of at all. I don't like it. And I have his most current book here. I know this is out of order, but my bookshelf's kind of got flabelled. My bookshelf just got discombobulated, and I haven't had a chance to fix it yet, but here it is. And this is Billy Summers. I just started reading it, so I haven't gotten too deep into it yet. But again, as I said before, my brain will just go, hey. And next is another one of my favorites. It's my favorite. Now, this is my favorite Stephen King movie, but also it's become one of my favorite books, and that is The Dark Half. Really enjoyed this book. Love the whole idea about someone's inner self, their ghostwriter, so to speak, coming to life and wreaking havoc on their life. I just love it. I thought the movie was amazing. I thought the book was amazing. So I'm very excited. And now, once again, keeping with the theme of being out of order, next up is Stephen King's On Writing. On Writing is, Stephen King On Writing. And I did start reading this in a Barnes & Noble. Had to finish it. Really do enjoy it. Really enjoying about his life and his process, which I do enjoy about that. And got If It Bleeds, another collection of short stories. Haven't even started this bad boy yet, but I am excited for this. Picked this up for $2 at an antique store, so keep that sticking. Now, last but not least, for the first part is Just After Sunset. And once again, I got that for $4. So again, you can't beat these price. You can't beat that price with a stick, as far as I'm concerned. And that's the first part. I will come back and see how this one does. If anyone gives a rat's rear end, I'll come back and finish out my collection. And so, till next time, good kids. Peace out. Catch y'all on the flip side.